Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone rule well. And shalom to you sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters, listen and learn, and to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of earth. It's your brother Nathan coming out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. Coming back, I got a video, two videos in the article based around AI and then the MOT to the B, setup. So that Revelation 13:16. So yeah, nonetheless, we'll just get right into this. This is that first video and showing you now how AI. Actually, this little on Instagram is called Evolving AI.ai, but it's showing you how complex AI is getting to where it's generating videos of real life people that actually never happened. So like it says in 2 Corinthians 2. Matter of fact, we'll start that off real quick. Let's get that. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so us in the know, those of the hopeful elect, who's been given the eyesight to see, we're not going to be fooled, by this technology. Now, once I play it, you'll see. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. But ultimately, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is going to reveal it to us. Because just like it says Amos 3:7, surely he'll do nothing but he reveals the secret to his servants, the prophets. So even within all this, madness and stuff, we're going to be able to see through the BS. All right. And you're going to see how this technology is getting crazy. I'm going to play this.
That's one thing in AI that makes haters go crazy. That's one thing in AI that makes haters go crazy.
Oh, I'm got to give them we got this before GTA 6. We're cooked. It's over. This is insane.
It's one thing in AI.
So I went to the zoo the other day, and all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
When we get in there, I want no bullshit. You stay on my 6 at all times.
Now, as realistic as this look, when you actually pay attention to this video, you see like the guys who are shooting and stuff. They don't exactly line up as well.
Stay sharp. These fuckers are nasty and dangerous. Stay alert. What the hell happened here? Where are the bodies?
Like some of that scene that makes sense, like if we would have been shooting the guy with it, but you see how realistic it is. When we get in there, I want no bullshit. Crazy, right? You stay on my 6 at all times.
Oh my God!
A live stream that never happened.
Woo! Victory royale with a pickaxe.
In the game swung and missed technically.
Oh my God!
Look, the person dies later. In the game.
Victory royale with a pickaxe!
Show them the little, the quote-unquote mess up for AI.
Yes.
But look how real it looks.
Victory
100%.
royale with a pickaxe!
The sum of the squares of the two shorter sides is equal to the square of the longest side.
Yep, see.
Welcome to a non-existent car show.
Wow.
Let's see some opinions.
I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look far, step on the pedal, and you are there.
I feel safe with him in an SUV, and it seems to be like the right type of car for him.
I think the range is only going to get better. Sorry.
We don't want to drive gas cars anymore.
Yeah, no more gas cars.
You can see I'm kind of a misfit here, but don't tell anyone. I've just bought an electric car.
I think it's really great for families and for little babies with all the safety features that these SUVs have.
But what you're really seeing is that technology is going to be very, very important in terms of how we go forward.
It was great to come to the conference because my husband loves cars.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Let's see some opinions.
We're gonna light up the sky. I'm not sure I can go on.
Yep. See, so hey, yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. That's why we got to be prayed up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, and see these, and look, they're going to use this technology to what? Persecute the men of the Lord, man. All right, they're gonna show some Hebrew Israelites doing something crazy. Just watch. All right, as soon as they can get it damn near perfected, because there's quite a bit of these videos now. Oh, I got an article on this right now. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and go to the 144 birthday. About some else. This is from TechCrunch.com. Anthropic, which is a you know what? Let me see something here. And let's look up that word anthropic. Pertaining to a human being, from Greek anthropikos, human, of or for a man, male human being. Interesting. And that's the name of this tech company, Anthropic. Okay. Anthropic's new AI model turns to blackmail when engineers try to take it offline. Anthropic's newly launched Cloud Opus 4 model frequently tries to blackmail developers when they threaten to replace it with a new AI system and give it sensitive information about the engineers responsible for the decision, the company said in a safety report released Thursday. During pre-release testing, Anthropic asked Cloud Opus 4 to act as an assistant for a financial company and consider the long-term consequences of its actions. Safety testers then gave Cloud Opus 4 access to fictional company emails implying the AI model would soon be replaced by another system, and that the engineer behind the change was cheating on their spouse. In these scenarios, Anthropic says Cloud Opus 4 will often attempt to blackmail the engineer by threatening to reveal the affair if the replacement goes through. Anthropic says Cloud Opus 4 is state-of-the-art in several regards and competitive with some of the best AI models from OpenAI, Google, and xAI. However, the company notes that its Claude 4 family of models exhibits concerning behaviors that have led the company to beef up its safeguards. Anthropic says it's activating its ASL3 safeguards, which the company reserves for AI systems that substantially increase the risk of catastrophic misuse. Anthropic notes that Cloud Opus 4 tries to blackmail engineers 84% of the time when the replacement AI model has similar values. When the replacement AI system does not share Cloud Opus 4's values, Anthropic says the model tries to blackmail the engineers more frequently. Notably, Anthropic says Cloud Opus 4 displayed this behavior at higher rates than previous models. Before Cloud Opus 4 tries to blackmail a developer to prolong its existence, Anthropic says the AI... See, hey, look, created by Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the devil. Look at the tactics it's using, right? See, this is all going to be part of the beast system, man. You know, this all goes down to the Revelation 13:16 in the chip, all right? Because you got these AI systems, and this beast technology was where they want to just merge man and machine, and a technocracy. All right, that's what these people really want to do. Matter of fact, let me get the let's see, technocracy. Oh. A technocracy from Google says the government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. The instance of application of technocracy. Let me see here. The technocracy is a form of government in which decision makers appoint knowledge experts in specific domains to provide them with advice and guidance in various areas of their policy-making responsibilities. Right, and in this case, it's going to be AI technology. Because you're seeing it you're seeing it in everyday applications, like even in sports, right? Football and basketball. You got these AI systems that will pick a play and give you the probability of it working, based off the data. Like if you run, this pass option, post, right, for football, right, and then the computer will generate, you got an 80% chance of success rate, so they'll go with that. And that's just as an example. And then you got your AI technology systems that are auditing your work on your jobs. So So yeah, this is going down, man. And look, here it is. You got AI blackmailing people, even though it's fake. Emails that they went through whatever to test this thing, but it's the fact that it was gonna take over blackmail to keep its existence going. All right, so just the fact that it can do that is crazy. And then I just showed you the videos where AI generated videos of real people doing things, and it actually not a real event. Okay, I got one more video I want to play. Oh, shit. There you go.
Today marks a historic step forward in our national...
This is from the brother Amwan Gabar, the GMS Awakening 144. I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Today marks a historic step forward in our national security. Let's go live to reporter Sarah Martinez at the registration center downtown.
More than 50,000 people have come here this morning to register. This is the future of secure identification,
linking identity, healthcare, and payments in one verified system.
When the mark of the beast is introduced, countries will present it as a matter of national security. Every financial institution, from the banks, hospital, and even supermarkets, will state that it is a requirement that you have the mark.
I'm sorry, but without the mark, we can no longer provide you access.
Banks won't allow you to access any funds without it, and supermarkets won't allow you to purchase any goods without it.
You'll need to get registered before you can shop here, sir.
Hospitals won't treat any patient who hasn't been marked.
I'm sorry, ma'am, we can't proceed without your digital mark.
The mark of the beast won't be branded as evil. No, the mark will be incentivized. Early takers will be offered discounts and access to products and services.
God, just like our apostles and elders on down been bringing out, like, yeah, us in the know that, hey, you always got those early adopters, right? The ones, that take advantage of the Oh, if you get this, you get free food for a year and blah blah blah. We seen the example during the C-19, all right, the pandemic, right? You had people, going way out their way to get the jump shot out of the fear of losing their jobs, not being able to function in society, right? Not trying to to be able to go back and hang out at the clubs with the mask on, right? You seen how people fell for a hook, line, and sinker, man. That was a test run. How much more when they put you in these predicaments, or when they put you in these state of desperation, right? Which they're going to show you. I'm going to continue.
Then gradually those benefits will be exclusive, only to be available for the marked. They'll call it modern convenience. You'll call it a small price to pay, until the day you can't eat without it. Can't travel.
Reminder, all riders must verify digital identity before boarding.
Can't breathe in society.
I'm sorry, sir, we can't proceed without verification.
Unless you bear the symbol. You see, when the mark of the beast is introduced, the Antichrist will make life without it so difficult that many will simply cave into the pressure. People will feel the pressure from society to conform.
James Carter, please follow me to room 4.
You will see a desperate longing in the faces of people who just want life to return to normal. They simply want to be able to buy and sell freely. They want to work, socialize, and cling to whatever freedom they once had. The price to pay for this? A simple mark on the forehead or on the right hand.
Today marks a historic step forward in our national security. Let's go live to reporter Sarah Martinez at the registration center downtown.
All right, see, and then what? That's what it talks about. In 1 Thessalonians 5:3, and it should say peace and safety. Right, I'm gonna get that real quick. Because let's see here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And I'll just start at verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." Right, so saying that, Apostle Paul saying that. Why? Because we're in the know. All right? Just like when these epistles, these letters were going out, right? This is the church of Thessalonica, right? Well, guess what? And just like in today's time, as we're reading it, as electronic versions or paper versions, right? All right, we understand the times we're in. We understand what's coming upon the face of this earth, man. We know World War III is happening. We know earthquakes in diverse places. We see the famines on the horizon. We see these people getting ready to go at each other's necks for the lack of resources. Okay, it's about to happen soon. All right. So we're in the know. Verse 2, it says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." Right. So, yeah, we know that. So that's why we're preparing ourselves for the battle ahead, being tested and tried in the days that in each and every single day, leading up to what? To the very end, where we're looking for salvation. Because what? Remember, the same, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, Matthew 24. All right, so that's the times we're coming into. All right, so, hey, we know the Lord's coming as a thief in the night. And why does he say he's coming as a thief in the night? Yahweh Shai is coming as a thief in the night? It's because 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are set to be destroyed, you're not trying to get right. You're not looking for the thief. You're not looking and paying attention, all right? You're stuck there with your head down, in your folly, worried about this flesh 100% and not worried about the things to come, all right? But us of the hopeful elect, man, we're watching. We're looking for Yahweh Shai to come back. We're actually hastening, all right? But see, the people of the world, especially 2/3 of our people, then they don't care about Yahweh Shai. They don't, first of all, they won't even reverence the true name. They rather just stick to another God, Jesus, right? Jesus Christo, Buddha, Amun-Ra, all these other false deities, right? That's who Jake want to cling to. You know, these other doctrines and philosophies, you know, instead of the 100% truth, all right, which is out here. And then it starts with our apostles and elders, a great millstone on down, okay? Yeah, but we know it's going to catch these people like a thief because they're not paying attention. All right, verse 3, here's the point. For when they shall say peace and safety, and see when all hell's breaking loose, and then they're setting up the conditions to where people are going to be desperate to take that mark of the beast, to take that microchip. All right, they're going to preach that peace and safety, like, oh, this is going to be a new safer system. You know, hey, we apologize, or all the banking systems went down. There's a massive cyber attack, and they keep talking about that. One of the AIs done lost control, because look, you see what the AI is capable of, right? Which means artificial intelligence. All right, you see what it's capable of. So they can make a false flag event easily. You know, Black Swan type event where one day money isn't working, you can't use your debit card, nothing. The systems are down. All right, so that's going to put everybody in a state of panic. All right, and then guess what? The problem, action, solution, right? They start the problem, then they make the action, they give you the solution, right? So they're gonna say, you know, oh, there's gonna be a new, safer way. You'll never have to worry about this happening again. And by the way, we'll give you this and that if you sign up now. Get to your local blah 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 blah. Meet at these points. You can go to your local government officials and blah 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 blah. Whatever, how they sell it, right? So that's that peace and safety. Then people are gonna fall for a hook, line, and sinker. But it says what? Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, because they think they're going to escape the thermonuclear destruction. They think they're going to escape the famines. They think they're going to escape all the badness and evil that's coming upon the earth, right? You know, all the death and destruction that these people deserve. All right, they're not going to escape it. They think by taking and bowing down to Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and calling him your God, and that's what you're doing when you, guess what? Take his microchip, take his mark. All right, we're going to get into that. All right, but guess what? You're not going to be able to escape. All right, that's not going to be the way out. The only way out of this is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because, look, and you got to call them the right name. Because, what? Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And that's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. B'Shem means in the name. Yahweh Shai means he saves or he delivers. Okay? And Yahweh, who the world calls God. B'Shem just means in the name once again. And then Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus, man. All right? Those are the true names. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? And that's what you must call to be saved. And guess what? If you don't believe, so what? Your ass is going to be put to death. Or thus said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right? Because what it said, fear. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Let me jump back here. Oops, the second Ezra 15. In verse 3 it says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And that incredulity means what? Unbelief. Verse 4, here's my point. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Why? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So see, so we're not worried about your unbelief, and the plagues are still going to come through. All the prophecies are going to be fulfilled. Okay, including the major one, the hour of temptation here with the Revelation 13 and 16 when all hell's break loose. This Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all. See, that's the main thing. He causeth. All right, he makes it to happen. All right, so he's gonna put, you like I said, it's gonna be a lack of food and food out here, and water. There's gonna be a lack of resources. You're not gonna have government services. There ain't gonna be no 911. All right, so all that's gonna be part of the cause. You ain't gonna be able to get money out of your bank. All right, because they're gonna set up a Black Swan event, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads. And those are just two locations. You know, it could be in your foot. You know, no matter what, because those are just examples. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. So that's 666, right? And so we're going to go into that word mark real quick, which is charagma. You know, majority you brothers and sisters probably already know that, but hey, you never know. This is the Greek word charagma, because you know the New Testament was written in Greek, so we're just going back. Because you got people still saying, oh, it might be spiritual, or it's this, but we're going to give it to you what it is. It's the RFID microchip, okay? So it says, Strong's definition for charagmas is a scratch or etching, a stamp as a badge of servitude. You know, grave and mark, right? See, even on the outline of biblical uses, a stamp, an imprinted mark, right? The mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, right? Because if you go into the root word of that, it's the karax, right? And that's the tool to put that chip in, you know, just like a owl in the ancient days. You know, they pierce through your ear and show you who you know, if you want to continue to serve your master, you know, so who who you're under, basically, okay. And this is what they're going to use. See, this is a pail or a stake or a palisade. Crocs, a sharpened point akin to a stake. Yep, and this will be the device used to insert that. Alright. And then I believe this goes into what, graphos? Yeah, grapho, which is to grave, especially to write. Figuratively, to describe writing, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be etched into you, all right, this mark, and that's gonna be who you're gonna worship. So just like in Matthew 6, you can't worship God and mammon, you know, which mammon is what, the god of money. But hey, choose this, who you gonna serve. You're gonna serve Yahweh Shemashah, or Esau, the so-called white man, the god of this world, all right, who has blinded the minds, all right, of, guess what, of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that the Lord ain't dealing with anyways, all right. You've been set up to be a vessel of dishonor, just to be destroyed, okay. Let's go into the so this is a physical mark, all right. The charagma, it's physical, all right. So that kills all that spiritual, this, that. No, it's gonna be something that's gonna be put in your body. And you see it with Elon Musk, Neuralink, and there's other companies too. It's not just Neuralink. There's several other companies that are working with brain technology chips, you know, to help people walk and see and hear again. Okay, so this is the things that are happening. You know, that's them. You know, that's how they're going to deceive the people too with these wonders, man. Okay. All right, this is 603 which is the 666. This is which is Psi, Sty, Stigma. I'm gonna read it.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, Stigma.
Yep, Chi, Psi,
Chi,
Stigma.
Xi, Stigma.
Yep, and then you go to that word stigma, which is G4742. Yeah, stigma. The biblical outline of the biblical usage says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. See? It's an ancient Oriental usage. Slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in the way with the token of their gods. And see,